Yes, good afternoon to you from GCIS headquarters here in Pretoria. Without any delay, let me take you straight to the head of Ford for the Middle East and Africa, Jeff Nemeth. I've just had our presenter, Jan Joseph in Johannesburg, ask us to pinpoint the exact reason why these vehicles burst into flames. Perhaps you could give us a summary.
Yeah, well, we've done an evaluation, and although our investigation is not yet complete, what we have been able to learn so far is that the cause of the fires is an engine overheating condition, which then results in a lack of coolant circulation through the engine. The lack of coolant circulation can cause a crack in the cylinder head, which then could spray oil onto a hot engine surface, and if it does, then a fire could ensue.
Just to recap, you've instituted a recall of just over 4,500 Ford Kuga SUV 1.6 litre models from late 2012 to early 2014, if memory serves correct.
That's correct.
Why exactly did it take you so long to respond to this? Some people say that they reported this matter to Ford, reported the matter to various automobile bodies as long as 13 months ago.
Yeah, well, we've been looking at all the data. What's really important is that we understand not only the cause of the fire, but also all of the parts and all of the engine components that are related to that. We've investigated every single one that we've learned of, which are 39, and through that investigation, we've been able to ascertain that the problem is the engine overheating. One of the things that's been very helpful to that investigation was in December we instituted a maintenance check, and we've completed 624 of those. We also have another about 950 in progress. And through those maintenance checks, we were able to see vehicles before they actually had a fire, and that informed our engineers greatly as to what was happening to the vehicles that was causing the incidents.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, having to operate precisely and know exactly where the problem comes from, but also need to operate timelessly. Do you think, in your opinion, that Ford responded to this matter as soon as possible?
Well, what's most important to us is our number one priority is the safety of our customers, and we've been working around the clock to identify this issue, identify what needs to be done to ensure that our consumers remain safe. And I can tell you that no stone was left unturned and no resource was left unallocated in coming up with this solution, and that culminated today in our announcement of a recall.
Well, lastly, just to recap, these vehicles in question, they're going to have parts that need to be replaced, and then these Kugas will supposedly be safe out on the roads again. What is going to happen to the consumers, the motorists that don't feel safe in a Kuga anymore? Is there some sort of program that you're going to be entering with these customers that don't feel safe driving your cars?
Well, I think one of the things that we're going to try to impress upon our customers, we're going to communicate with them. These are our customers. We want to make sure that we hear what they have to say. We are also going to work with our dealers, and as we always do, to make sure that our customers are taken care of through the sales process, through the processes that they need to go through to make sure that they're comfortable with whatever they're driving. So we'll continue to do that, and I can guarantee our customers that we'll treat them fairly, and that we'll try to find a solution that works for them.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Jeff Nemeth, the head of Ford in Middle East and Africa, taking us through this recall that's been instituted of the Ford Kuga 1.6 litre model, most that were made in late 2012 and early 2014.